Me and my mom was going through a lot, and so, she had kicked me out, and I didn't have no place, or nowhere else to go, because I was, sleeping in like laundromats and stores and jumping from friend to friend place. The first place that I ever slept at a public place was the 24-hour Harris Teeter. I didn't sleep that whole day. Showers, I didn't really shower. I washed up in the sink. The same thing with the laundromat. I didn't shower. I went to the gas station. Or I didn't want to have a lot of bags going to school. But throughout the whole entire situation, every day I attended school. No matter what, I attended school.
It's very hard for me to talk about. I don't like being away from my sons. If it was just me, it would be a different story, but it's not. It's very hard on me. It just seemed like everywhere we turned, there were doors closing instead of opening.
We ended up on the streets, and then we got lucky and found the tents, and we set those up. And it makes you, realize how much we actually take for granted, when you're actually out on the streets. You miss the little things, like, being able to have air conditioning, have clothes every day, not have to worry about where you're going to do laundry, things like that, use the bathroom, just the little things.
My dad passed away when I was 2 years old. 2 years later, I ended up in foster care. I've been to about 7 foster homes. When you're hungry, you try to do whatever you can to feed yourself. I don't care what. That's how kids start stealing. Because if you're hungry, you got no money, you got no other choice but steal something. That's why it's heartbreaking when you know that you got nobody else out there but yourself. Where am I going to sleep tonight? Where am I going to take a shower at today?
It was scary. Real scary. You felt lonely. I felt lonely. Lonely, like, it came to a point like I wish I was never born. Because if I wasn't born, none of this would have happened.
Someone actually called DSS. Police came and they recommended that me and him come here.
Instead of them trying to separate us, they're trying to keep my kids with me. And that's a big deal. That is a very big deal.
Everybody in this place helped me a lot, especially Mr. Curtis. He helped me, he encouraged me. He told me every day, don't let nothing stop you. I have a shelter to be at now. I'm now on the street. I don't have to worry about if it has to rain, where am I going to sleep at? Or do I have to worry about getting wet? The shelter is the place I can actually lay my head at, the Journey Place.
Journey Place is an independent living home for young men who are aging out of foster care. But Journey Place is there to help them transition into adulthood, but more so help them become leaders. Journey Place is there to show them how it is to live on your own. Bokai was able to graduate high school while staying at Journey Place. He learned how to, when he leaves the house, the way to dress, the way to talk. At Journey Place, they always have to be groomed. We teach them how to be men.
I feel like that as adults, we give up on kids too often. And it's easy because kids are frustrating, right? But at the end of the day, they still worth somebody fighting for them. And sometimes that's what they want to know, that they're worth fighting for.
If it weren't for this place, I have no idea we would probably be in DSS custody by now. We get to stay together as a family. They let our parents come, you can see us anytime, they can call whenever they want, and it keeps us from having to go to state custody.
this is really the only organization in Charlotte that does specifically what this does, and that is crisis, keep them safe, get them in, get them clean, get them fed, get their health checked out, and try to get them back home. Just giving them a little bit of hope and confidence that somebody out there cares.
I didn't think nobody was going to help me. They helped me with on-ramp. The relatives helped me by basically getting on my feet. They also helped me when I was going through my situation with my mom. They had a family conference, like with me and my mom. We talked about that. It was basically like a council. Like, she said how she felt, I said how I felt, and we resolved our issues then and there. And they helped me explore my talent, because I like to draw, but they saw something beyond that. They saw like I had potentials.
She will be something when I'm going to claim that for her. And we all have to collectively claim that.
Mr. Curtis knows that years from now, I can do something good. I can do something better with my life. He's not going to see me in the same position that I am today.
We owe it to our children to give them what they need to succeed in life.
I can see myself years from now becoming a cop, so that is actually a future that I can see bright out there.
We've got 5 more days, and then we'll be getting us a place. So that's, a lot of it is thanks to the relatives. I mean, without them, I wouldn't have had a place to keep my sons. I would have had to send them somewhere else, and I wouldn't have been able to see them.
It has been such a blessing.